And I see that Senator Udall has arrived.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for agreeing to hold a hearing on Senate Bill 341, which is the Sand Mountains Wilderness Act, and several other bills that are on the list that are important to Colorado. My San Juan Mountains Wilderness Bill was first introduced in 2009 by former Congressman John Salazar. I'd like to express my appreciation for the extensive effort that John and his staff made to work with all the stakeholders involved and to develop the original bill in 2009. The bill would designate over 33,000 acres of National Forest Service and Bureau of Land Management land in southwestern Colorado's wilderness, mostly through expansions of the existing Lizard Head and Mount Sneffels wilderness areas. It would also establish a new area called McKenna Peak, which includes imposing sandstone cliffs rising 2,000 feet above the surrounding area. These are important lands that possess critical wildlife habitat, clean water, and other scenic values. They are very worthy additions to our National Wilderness Preservation System. The bill would also protect 28,000 acres on Sheep Mountain and Natarita Canyon with other special designations. Now, Mr. Chairman, this is a grassroots bill, and by that I mean it was developed based on the ideas of a lot of local business people, residents, recreationalists. It protects existing water rights, and it continues existing uses as they are now, such as grazing, established heli-skiing on Sheep Mountain, and the Hard Rock 100, which is an important and popular foot race, and grueling as well because the 100 stands for 100 miles. It does not affect any current legal motorized or mechanized access. As I alluded to, the bill reflects extensive collaboration done over several years with local leaders and interested stakeholders. And because of this community-based effort, a large group of citizens, local leaders, and other stakeholders from across southwestern Colorado have supported my bill, including the Ouray, San Miguel, and San Juan County Commissions, the City of Ouray, and the towns of Ophir, Ridgeway, Mountain Village, Telluride, and Norwood. We've also had groups representing hunters and anglers, including the Bull Moose Sportsmen's Alliance, Backcountry Hunters and Anglers, and Trout Unlimited, to have endorsed this bill. And as I've said on a couple of occasions already, there's a long list of small businesses in the region who support the bill because they know protecting public lands helps create jobs and draws new residents, tourists, and businesses to the surrounding communities. This region, and I should say, in fact, much of my state depends on our public lands not only for recreational opportunities, hunting and fishing, and the scenic vistas that are so present, all of which are vital to our local economies, but also we are dependent on these areas in the way in which they protect our municipal water supplies and provide clean air. Support, therefore, from local businesses is not a surprise, but it's par for the course in tourism and recreation-dependent economies. The outdoor industry is one of our most important economic drivers. Wilderness is one of our state's great economic engines, and I'm proud to be able to lead the efforts on this bill. Our population by the year 2050 is expected to double, and we need to be proactive so that future generations can experience the beauty, clean air, and water and wildlife that we have today. I'm proud of our successful work in the past to designate wilderness at James Peak and in Rocky Mountain National Park, and I'm committed to getting this bill and similar community-driven efforts to the finish line. And Mr. Chairman, I thank you for, again, indulging my interest in this bill, but I wanted to, before I close, briefly express my strong support for two other bills on the agenda today. The first is my good friend Senator Barrasso's bill. I'm an original co-sponsor of it, and what the Wyoming senator would do is expand and reauthorize the Good Neighbor Authority. This authority has been in place as a pilot project in my state for 10 years, and it's proven to be cost-effective and as well as a common-sense way to reduce wildfire risk at the boundary between the national forest and private property. Wildfire, as we've found out, doesn't respect borders, and neither should our solutions. And I look forward to working with Senator Barrasso across the partisan divide to pass what's very common sense and clearly a bipartisan idea. And then finally, Mr. Chairman, I support Senate Bill 368, which is the reauthorization of the Federal Land Transaction Facilitation Act. This act is another common sense approach that funds land conservation, especially in the West, and it will benefit businesses, landowners, sportsmen, communities, historic preservation, and recreational interests. It's critical that it be reinstated as soon as possible. Mr. Chairman, again, thank you for holding this hearing.
Thank you, Senator.